training, we're going to discuss how to use Google Maps to sketch a roof. Um, this is very important for roofers or independent adjusters who their companies don't provide them with an Eagle View or hover report, or sometimes they do provide you with an Eagle View and a hover report, and those reports don't have the roof sketch on there, so you would have to sketch the roof yourself to get the accurate measurements of the roof. Um, so that's what we're going to work on right now. We're going to go to new projects. We're going to put a title in there, John Doe Roof. We're not going to put anything in the claim information area because it doesn't affect the estimating of the roof or the sketching of the roof. We're just going to go to estimate. We're going to click sketch. And the first thing that I usually do is I go here to main level and I rename that to whatever I'm working on here in the sketch area. So since we're working on a roof, we're just going to call that roof. Now I'm going to add the roof by clicking this icon, putting it here, and now using the scroll bar on the mouse, we can go in and out. I'm going to change the name by clicking on the roof and removing the number 1. So it could just say roof. So that's what it's going to look like. And now let's go to estimate items. So this right here, the tab shows as a folder. This shows as a paper in estimate items. So if you go back here, you see the folder, you see the paper. Now, how this works is that anytime I use that Xactimate function and I don't put the line items in manually, the items will populate right here. And anytime that if I input anything manually, I want to input it into this section. So inputting something using Xactimate is like going here and going to constructions and changing these out, and then it will automatically scan this area of the roof and give you a roofing item, line items for estimating for that roof area. Now let's go to Google. Let's type in the address. All right, so this is what comes up on Google Maps from Google. We're gonna click on the street view. This is what the house looks like. Now we're gonna go to the aerial view. If you wanna click the back button, and it takes you to the aerial view. Now what we want to do is go to layers down here and click the satellite view. Now as you can see, it's hard to, you don't know where the house is anymore. So you just want to hit search and it will zoom in on the house and give it a red dot. Collapse this part right there and then you can scroll in. Alright, so this right here is a hip roof, right? It has a triangle. If you look on this side of the house, this right here is a gable roof. It does not have any triangles. So all sides are gabled on this side is hip. I remember what causes me to remember that this is a hip is that I just imagine that the hip is covered. So right here, this opening is covered using that. That's what helps me. You guys can use whatever you like. So what we're gonna do is see this house right here is blue. This is a tarping. They tarp this house. This is a Florida house. There's probably a hurricane that hit that, and Google Maps captured it. So we're gonna start in the top corner. What you're gonna do is you're gonna right click. Then you're gonna go down to measure distance. And then from there, you're going to click to the edge where you want to measure. So that's 27 feet. And then down to the other angle that you want to measure is about 50 feet. So So let's go back to Xactimate. We're going to go here. We're going to highlight the roof. We're going to hit this drop down, and we're going to change it to a hip. Oh, sorry. Let's not do that. Delete. Let's go here. Go to properties. Just click on it. Click on this, and you can change it here to a hip. So this is 50, and again this is 27. So let's start there. You can either drag it out, or you could click on the box opposite of the number that you're going to change to highlight it. So you click on that box, you tap there, and you just type 27. Hit enter. Then since we want to change this, you're going to click on this square right here. You're going to come over here, and you're going to change that to 50. So that's the first portion of your hip roof. A lot of roofs in the field are going to be exactly like this, or a gable. So just change that to gable, and that'll pretty much be it. But there's a lot of roofs that's really complicated. So now we're going to clear measurements by right clicking, hit clear measure. We're going to go down here to get this area, measure distance. Let's move this. Measure distance. So that's about 5.8. And then over here, so we're going to use 5 or 6. Then right here is going to be 31. Then the distance right here is going to be 25. So 5, 24, Champ Billy, 31. So remember numbers, I use the jersey numbers of football players. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go down here. We're going to hit break. And we're going to start at 5. Break. We start 5, 7. We're going to scroll, hold, and go all the way up to 31. Alright, so now that we have 31, we're going to hold control, and we're going to get the box that's in the middle, and we're going to pull it out. We're going to pull it out to 24. Now it does not have to be exact, it's just an estimate. So there we go. Now we're going to pull this part in some more. Let's go here. Alright, so we'll just leave it like that. Just play with it a little bit. So about there. Now we're going to get the flat area, which is right here, and we're going to fill it out. Does not need to be perfect. So we will click the break line item, start from here. Or we could just start here. Just tap there, hit control, and drag this part out. Now we're going to change this. We're just going to click on it to highlight it blue, and then we're going to change it to flat. So go to roof type. This is a flat area. We're going to put flat type shed. This is the slope. This is how steep it is. Since this is flat, and the area on this in Google Maps, it doesn't show any Sloping, we're going to keep it at 0. So let's go here. And we're going to change this to 0. There we go. Now I'm just going to pull it out a little bit more. And pull this back down here. And there you have it. That's how you sketch a hip roof. These are the items and totals. And then when you start putting your line items in right here, it will automatically populate. Like, for example, let's say this is a 3-tab shingle. That there. Nope, wrong 3-tab. It's supposed to be, take the E off. The E stands for each, which is what is showing here. But this is like if you are estimating for just to patch a roof. But I want to show you guys the full roof. Now, see how it changed to square to squares? That's what we want to use. And then now we go to calculator. The calculator shows us the roofing, so we want to use the entire roof, which is R. Oh, that's roof. No, we're going to use square feet, numbers of square feet. So just tap that, press OK. And because we did the sketch, and we just put we don't need to measure the roof or know exactly how many how many square feet it is. You put that number in there, it calculated it for us, press OK. So this would be, the plus sign means replace, so that means that the shingles are already taken off and we want to put 3-tab shingles back on, including felt. To do so, just to put it on will be by $87,000 for this size roof. And that is how you do it. There's lots of intricacies in estimating for a roof, and we'll get into some of the deeper details over the next couple of training sessions. All right, thank you for listening. You have a wonderful day.